Hi, this is Pete Singer. I'm the editor of Semiconductor Digest. I'm here at SEMICON West 2025 in the Greene Tweed booth, and I'm talking to Henry Ma, who is the director of sales for the semiconductor portion of Greene Tweed. So what's new at Greene Tweed? What differentiates you from your competitors?
Yeah, Greene Tweed has a long history of developing performance material solutions for over a century, solving some of the hardest problems in industry, whether it's in semiconductor, aerospace, oil and gas. We've solved a lot of challenging material challenges in the market. So today, we're unveiling and showing our technologies and what's the greatest in terms of performance material solutions and sealing solutions. And it's a lot of it is just trying to get the biggest challenges in the market today, addressing cost, addressing delivery. That's where Greene Tweed has been working in the space, solving the hardest problems there over the last multiple decades, dealing with that. So
yes,
that's how we differentiate from our competitors, is really because of our long-standing history of performance and in terms of, like I mentioned, delivery and price. So Greene Tweed, we've always been known to deal with the toughest challenges, whether it's like the tightest tolerances or the most corrosive environments. And the products we're rolling out today with some of our product managers, I'll be talking about it. They'll be talking about how our products differentiate for some of the existing materials in the market today. So looking forward to sharing that with you.
Good, great. When I think of Greene Tweed, I think of ChemRas and elastomer seals for plasma etching and that kind of thing. But I'm sure you have a very broad product line. Could you tell us?
So our core business is heavily centered around this ChemRas business, dealing with the DAP and the etch and the most corrosive and high temperature environments, or low temperature environments in some cases. But over the last few years, we've broadened our portfolio to more complex sealing systems, which are O-rings backed by metal, O-rings with different geometries and features, O-rings embedded into metal rings and so on. So there's a lot of different applications that we're getting ourselves into, and just to solve some of these new challenges that this market is facing.
And Greene Tweed is involved in many other industries, aerospace and energy. Can you explain how that helps with the semiconductor industry?
Absolutely, yeah. So we had to do a lot of work in aerospace today. We do obviously a lot of work in semiconductor, but then we also do work in oil and gas. And working in these different markets and industry really teaches you a lot about the worst case scenario, and in terms of temperature, in a chemical environment, or so on. And we leverage all this experience into our knowledge base, and we extend that to all business, all of our business, our portfolio essentially. So semiconductor, we get a lot of the benefits that we see from all these other industries. So being able to touch a lot of industries teaches you a lot about our product, and how we deliver, how we can use that in different environments, but similar environments like semiconductor. On top of that, how we manufacture, manufacturing in aerospace is very different than manufacturing in a general chemical industry. So learning how we manufacture those kind of standards and systems, we take that discipline and leverage it across the semiconductor markets as well. So having the top quality, ensuring we can manufacture it at the right price, and getting it on time. These are all the things that our customers are really looking forward to, and I think that's where we can leverage all of our experience from different markets too.
Well, thanks, Henry. I appreciate it. And let's hear from your product specialist.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, this is Pete Singer. I'm back with Ralph Sciavolati, and we're talking about ChemRas. He's one of the product specialists here, and I understand you have a new G-Series line. Can you tell us how that works?
Sure. So ChemRas is Greene Tweed's brand for FFKM, and so the G-Series is a group of materials for the semiconductor industry that really feature like very good cost of ownership, high value compounds to use for seal materials. We always focus on like developing the right seal for our customers, and so that's really a combination of how the material is going to be compatible with our customers' processes, along with having the right seal design to optimize life of the seal for this within the specific geometry on the equipment. So the G-Series is a group of 3 compounds, G13, G38, and G20, that offer really high value to our customers because they have great performance along with a great price point for sealing applications.
So there, take care. And what kind of, would that be for plasma etch or CVD or all of the above?
So specific compounds are geared more towards certain processes. So G38 is a material that will work really well in typical etch processes. So really good in O2 plasma environments. Whereas G13 is good for a broader range of processes, including some legacy deposition processes. But then when you need higher performance, higher temperature capability, very ultra clean compound that has low particulation, G20 is a great choice for those applications all the way up to 300 degrees C.
And I understand there's a new product, Onyx. Can you tell us about that?
I think Johanna is going to have some information about Onyx and can take you through.
Let's go to Johanna.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hi, we're back in the Greene Tweed booth, and I'm talking to Johanna Brown, who is going to tell us about the Onyx product line.
Thank you, Pete. I appreciate that. Today we've had the pleasure to show our Onyx 600 material. This is the third year that we've been able to provide samples in a SEMICON show. Typically, Greene Tweed has been known for all of the O-rings, our FFKMs, our FKMs with our ChemRas and our Fusion lines. But for the last 10 years, we've been proliferating and expanding within our composite materials. So Onyx 600, if you really think about our motto, when it can't fail, this material is the epitome of that. We're taking applications that are extremely harsh with chemistries like sulfuric acid peroxide mix, phosphoric acid, nitric acid, and our composite materials are able to survive in those harsh chemistries, as well as temperatures that are elevated up into 500 F. So really, if I'm talking about the value propositions of our material, today we're showcasing materials that are 14-inch in diameter, and then materials that we've machined very complex up to 200 plus different dimensions for our CMM to inspect, to extremely small components like our screws and pins and chuck heads. These particular materials are used in single wafer wet clean. We've been able to have a lot of success because Onyx is manufactured of a fluoropolymer and a chopped carbon fiber. So the carbon fiber allows the material to be able to have a little bit of conductivity. So as wafers are being cleaned, you're not going to have to worry about static electricity or buildup or any type of electric charge. So I know I just rattled off a lot of different value propositions, and I'm really excited about this material. Like I said, we've only been showcasing this the last 3 years, but it's really expanding quite a bit for Greene Tweed.
Good. Well, fantastic. It looks like a great product, so have a great show.
Thank you so much, Pete. I appreciate that.